Today marks the start of the first full week of the 2025 legislative session, and help could soon be on the way for families accused of child abuse who say their children have medical conditions that mimic abuse.
10 Investigates' Heather Crawford joins us now with the bill before lawmakers.
The bill was inspired by a Florida family who has been fighting for 2.5 years to regain custody of their children. And tonight, that mother is sharing her story as she prepares to speak before lawmakers this week to urge them to pass Patterson's law.
I prayed for them because I wanted to be a mom.
Tasha Patterson, a nurse practitioner, didn't know if she could ever get pregnant.
So when not only did I get pregnant naturally, but also twins, it was a miracle pregnancy.
Her sons were born prematurely, and after they were released from the NICU, she knew something was wrong.
The entire time they told us they either had reflux, they had colic. They told me that I was just a new mom who was overly concerned.
But in 2022, when they were 2 months old, an ER visit changed everything. One twin was found to have a brain bleed, liver laceration, and multiple fractures.
Twin B was brought in afterwards, and he was found to have fractures from head to toe in different stages of healing. We didn't know where it came from.
The twins and their half-brother were removed from the Pattersons' custody. The couple charged with child neglect.
For you to snatch my children away and said we did it to them is absolutely the hardest thing we have had to go through as a family, because nobody hurt my children.
For 2.5 years, they've been fighting to get them back. The state terminated their parental rights. Afterwards, they say new medical information showed the twins had a genetic condition called hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and had evidence of a metabolic bone disorder. The judge reopened the case, but Patterson says they were only allowed to have limited experts testify on their behalf.
We did have our own child abuse pediatrician who ruled out abuse. We had other geneticists involved. We had radiologists involved, and we weren't allowed to bring them in.
After learning their parental rights had been terminated, State Senator Barbara Sharif filed Senate Bill 304, called Patterson's Law. A companion bill has been filed in the House.
What was striking to me was the fact that they have gone through their entire life savings. They have been fighting in the court system to get their children back, and they have a condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And this condition leads to fractures. It leads to injuries that could look like abuse.
The bill would ensure families are informed of their right to request specific medical exams and a second opinion to rule out conditions that might mimic abuse during child abuse investigations.
It would just make it mandatory that a judge considers another opinion, and that is a fair process.
As Patterson's legal battle continues, her 2-year-old twins remain with a relative. She only gets supervised visits.
It has taken a toll. They took the first 2 years that I could have been raising them myself away from me. And they don't have to deal with the fact that when I'm leaving, I have to hear them crying behind the door because they don't understand why mommy has to leave.
Now, we reached out to the Department of Children and Families and are still awaiting a response. Patterson plans to testify before Florida Senate Committee on Wednesday. And in Georgia, a similar bill known as Ridge's Law just passed the state Senate. It's now headed to the House. If approved, it would give parents the right to a second medical opinion in suspected abuse cases. Heather Crawford, 10 Investigates.
And you will find more coverage of the 2025 legislative session right now on 10 Tampa Bay Plus. Just download it to your TV and watch for free.